Minis then making their way round. It will be Zane Kuwaker on pole position with Lewis Goff alongside Addison Smith and Ben Horner on row 2, Jack Burgess and Leon Barlow on row number 3. Championship leader Jared Fox-Whiteley goes off P7 with Ben Adrian alongside Oliver Fabricius and Callum Foster complete the top 10 with Benjamin Gordon and Jensen Pritchard on row 6. Then we've got Sam Flynn, Taz Groom and Freddie Lines completing your 15 runners in Minimax. That driver there rejoining towards the tail of the field, just getting back into position. That's the 20 of Benjamin Gordon. Looks like he's a bit of an opening lap excursion. Kuwaker then has slowed the field down to a pace that he is nice and happy with Lewis Goff on the outside. Addison Smith behind as well. He's going to be in P3 on the inside. That's probably a more favoured berth than it is for Addison Smith. He slides through from 3rd as we've got driver off bouncing. It's Ben Adrian bouncing across the grass on the outside. He will rejoin at turn 2, albeit down in 15th place. Gives the cart a wiggle and makes sure that it's okay as Benjamin Gordon goes off at the turn 3 as well. He's going to need to rejoin. He now and drops then down into 15th place. Lewis Goff has got past Addison Smith in the middle part of that lap and he moves up into 2nd place. And then we've got him still battling it out further down. Jared Fox-Whiteley up into 4th place. There in the background. Ben Horner, Leon Barlow, that's Jack Burgess in the 94, rejoining just in front of Jensen Pritchard in the blue suit as Horner then gets forced wide and bounces over the rumble strip. Pritchard's on the inside and Fabricius is going to try and come through as well with Callum Foster in the 69 cart being left on the outside but trying to use it to get across into position. Minute in then to this Mini Max final. Kuwaker out at the front, moving away. Then it's Goff and Addison Smith, the top 3. Smith at the minute going with Goff. And there's another second back to Jared Fox-Whiteley, who in turn has got a bit of a gap to Leon Barlow, 4th and 5th respectively, in front of Burgess, Horner, Pritchard. Then it's Fabricius there in the white suit and the blue-coloured helmet, although he drops a wheel off the track there, and that's going to unstable that cart ever so slightly. Goff holds off Addison Smith for 2nd place. In the background, Fox-Whiteley coming under pressure a little bit from Leon Barlow. Barlow not close enough to make an overtake, but certainly closing in on the back of Jared Fox-Whiteley. Half a second in terms of timing, but it was shown as 7/10 on the previous lap, so the gap definitely coming in. Goff in 2nd there. It took a slightly wider line, bounced over the curbs and allowed Addison Smith to try and get alongside and run up towards the S's. It's Callum Foster. Tries to get down the inside of Fabricius. Fabricius hard on the brakes. Gets that cart stopped as there's a change in the order further down. Benjamin Gordon gets past Freddie Lines for 14th place. He's recovering from that off on the opening lap, as is Ben Adrian, who is now back up into 12th place as Goff bounces over them curbs again. Dare say here Addison Smith probably got a little bit more pace at this moment in time than Lewis Goff, but having pace is a lot different to finding a way through. And, they continue to push on. This now has Fox-Whiteley in the grasps of Leon Barlow as they head down towards turn 3. With Burgess behind and Horner as well. Now towards that double apex left. 4th place at the moment for Jared Fox-Whiteley will mean that he'll take a lead in the championship, albeit a smaller one than he came here at Hooton Park with, into that final round at Ella in a month's time. If he was to finish 6th, that would be send him on even points with Lewis Goff. Barlow considers a move down the inside of Fox Whiteley. Eight minutes remaining, which was the same length of time as the heats in this class. An extra 4 minutes, plus that vital one lap as well. At the front, Zane Kuwaker has a gap of 1.7 seconds as Ben Horner with a double chop goes one side of Burgess, then to the other, moves through, sets the fastest lap as well of the race in 7th place at the same time on Jack Burgess. Burgess then down into 7th, behind them Pritchard, Fabricius and Foster completing the top 10 with Ben Adrian in 11th. Bit of a gap back after the opening lap off, meaning he's still got 1.6 seconds to close in to get into the top 10. Kuwaker leading the way. It was 1.7 on the previous lap. It's out to 1.8, but Goff is in his own battle, as is Leon Barlow down the inside of Jared Fox Whiteley. Fox Whiteley runs all the way around the outside and holds on. Don't know how much he knew about Leon Barlow going down the inside of him into that corner there. But kept his foot in, went all the way around the outside. Holds on to 4th place, does Fox Whiteley. There's Goff bouncing over the curbs once again, much more noticeable lap on lap than what Addison Smith is. So head up and over start finish, almost at half race distance. We will be next time round, and that will include that one lap as well. We are at 6 minutes and 15 seconds. Let's see whether Barlow considers a move down here into the turn 3. He doesn't. What Fox Whiteley doesn't want to, he doesn't want to be taken out of 4th place and, with a move that sends him all the way down the order. He's picking up all the points. It's obviously damage limitation to an extent for Fox Whiteley, who came here off the back of an injury suffered at Landau. So any sort of half-decent result for Fox Whiteley, P4 would be fantastic given the circumstances for the driver from Pontefract as he heads down into turn 3. Foster gets through on Leon Barlow. Sorry, Horner gets through on Leon Barlow. Foster's a little bit further back in his battle with Oliver Fabricius, and now Ben Adrian. They're both all in front of Jensen Pritchard, who's dropped down from 8th place to 11th. Now, though, it's Ben Horner on the back of Jared Fox Whiteley. 5 minutes remaining. Goff in 2nd place. Horner down the inside of Fox Whiteley, and he is through, and Fox Whiteley bounces up and over the curbs and will drop down from 4th into 7th place. For Jared Fox Whiteley is behind Jack Burgess. Now the driver of the 22 drops from 4th down into P7, and having a look at the numbers, that will mean he takes a single points advantage into Ella Park if he stays where he is. A championship that is just bubbling away nicely and has got the makings of a fantastic final round in Suffolk in a month's time. Kuwaker leads the way, almost out of sight at 2.7 seconds at the front, with Goff and then Addison Smith completing the top 3. Horner in 4th place, Barlow, then Burgess, Fox Whiteley, Foster, Adrian and Fabricius. Your top 10 throughout this race. Addison Smith has been all over the back of Lewis Goff, but not really shown a huge amount of interest in getting past. I think they just want to continue working together, pushing away, and they'll sort this one out. They'll sort it out right now, in fact, as Addison Smith tries for a move down the inside of Lewis Goff. I thought they were going to wait a couple of laps and sort this one out at the end, as to not back themselves into the pack, with Ben Horner setting consistent fastest laps, lap on lap in the 12 to try and close them in. Thought Addison Smith was going to wait a couple of laps, but obviously got a good run out of the final corner and tried to send one down the inside of Lewis Goff. Goff, though, hung on and drove all the way around the outside, holds on to 2nd place. Lewis Goff, and with 3 minutes remaining, Kuwaker's lead extends to 3.2 seconds. This one's not over yet for the podium, though. Ben Horner closing in off the back once again. takes half a second out on the previous lap, and Smith is down the inside of Lewis Goff. Goff's going to have the run on the way out of the corner, and Goff's telling Smith that he wants to go forward. He doesn't want to be backed into this pack, but Smith is through for second place. Goff down into third, and Horner, Barlow, Burgess are right on the back. Fox Whiteley's dropped away in 7th place. But now Lewis Goff is embroiled in a battle that he did not want to be in. He's right in the middle of a sandwich here, with now Addison Smith up into second, Goff in third, Horner running in what could be third place now as he dives down the inside. Goff's going to get the cutback, but Goff's going to be on the outside of Ben Horner as they head down towards the double apex left. And what was going so right for Lewis Goff in the early phases of this race is now going very, very wrong. Smith went wide, made a mistake early on, drops himself down from second place all the way down into what will be 5th as they cross the line. Horner's wanting Goff to push. Horner then is off now on the outside. There's contact between the two of them. He's done well to hold on. There's arms up off the steering wheel there from Ben Horner. Goff was on the inside. Horner forced wide. The arm is still off the steering wheel. Addison Smith is on the inside. Now he's dropped back behind Jared Fox Whiteley. I think Addison Smith's got a problem in the 15 car, going very, very slowly. I'm not quite sure what the problem is. I don't know whether his rear bumper was hanging off potentially there and he could be coming into the pit lane. But Addison Smith, although the bumper is just a bit of an angle, don't know why, but looks like Addison Smith could be retiring from this one here in the 15. We'll keep an eye out as he drops all the way down the order. His arm was off the wheel earlier on. He obviously dropped away from second place all the way down to 7th, where he's going to cross the line. But if he does come into pit lane, then he's going to have crossed the line already. Can't see him in the background. So at the moment, Goff is back up into second place, but now he's got Leon Barlow for company for the final 2 steps on the podium, with Kuwaker some 5 seconds down the road as we head towards the timer elapsing at the end of this race. Now we've got Burgess coming under pressure from Jared Fox Whiteley. 5th place is going to be a much better result for him when he was running down in 7th, and by all accounts was away a distant 7th place as well at times. Now we've got Barlow on the back of Lewis Goff. 30 seconds remaining, so Kuwaker's going to get through and be clear. Going to get 2.5 laps in this one because he's going to get round. I think he's going to cross the line roughly at in the region of now. That's going to take him up to 19 laps. There he is crossing the line. So we're going to get a 21 lap final here in the Mini Max at the Cadet Kart Championship. Horner once again sets the fastest lap in 6th place, albeit now some distance off the back of Jared Fox Whiteley, but will have the bit between his teeth to try and close in on the back of Fox Whiteley into the final lap as they're going to head into in around about 10 seconds time for your race leader Zane Kuwaker. Goff and Barlow battling it out. There's the confirmation that we are on the final lap, with they move to the inside to try and defend off, and Barlow tries a double chop to the outside, then to the inside, with Lewis Goff defending venomously to the inside. Will do so the same as they head down towards the corner. Goff almost looking behind him more than he is forward. Barlow's going to try and get the run, but Goff's going to be tight into these 2 double apex left. Barlow's got to line this one up for a run into that final corner. Goff's going to be tight into the S's. And as you'd expect, Zane Kuwaker, though, comes through to take the checkered flag in commanding fashion in Mini Max. Lewis Goff's going to get 2nd place from Leon Barlow over the line. Jack Burgess, Jared Fox Whiteley, Ben Horner, and then we've got Ben Adrian and Callum Foster to come through. Adrian, a superb 7th, having been off the track on the opening lap, and down to 15th place, with Foster, Fabricius and Pritchard completing the top 10, with Sam Flynn, Benjamin Gordon and Taz Groom completing your runners in front of Addison Smith and Freddie Lines, both drivers retiring from that race.